This is BLACC Entertainment. This is BLACC Entertainment. This is BLACC Entertainment. This is BLACC Entertainment. BLACC Entertainment presents Age is Never a Limit to Your Greatness. Be sure to subscribe to all of our social media platforms, linked below in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Age is Never a Limit to Your Greatness. I'm your host, DJ Ogene. Welcome to our fourth and final episode with our special guest here, Barry.
Barry Hood, man, aka Rectify, aka Zany, back in the building. What's this, episode number 4?
Yeah, episode number 4. How we doing, Barry?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Glad to be here, man. Glad y'all got me here today. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to get it, man.
Today's episode is titled The Triumph, in which Barry will share a lot of triumphant things in his life and in the music industry. So let's get right down to it. Barry, how do you define triumph in the context of your music career?
That's a good question, man. Triumph to me is whatever you feel good about. You know, it don't have to be a big thing. It don't have to be a major milestone in your life or nothing like that. A triumph to me is, you know, it could be anything, you know. Me and the guys get together, lay a dope joint down in the studio. That's a triumph, you know. To be able to go on stage and perform it is a triumph. Hear your song being played on the radio for the first time, that's a triumph. See your video pop up on TV, you know, or you see yourself in a music video or something, you know, like on meeting certain people that you grew up, you know, listening to and rocking to as a shorty, and then you grow up and now you performing with them yourself. That's a triumph. And just to be in the game, period, to me is a triumph. It's a blessing, I say.
We know that in triumph, we have to oftentimes overcome challenges, and the music industry is known for its ups and downs. Can you discuss a significant challenge you faced and how overcoming it felt like a triumph?
Well, there's a lot of ups and downs, obstacles in the game. Just getting in the game in Chicago is known for house music. Everybody rocking with house music, you know, just getting in the game and trying to do hip hop. That was something to overcome right there, and to be able to overcome that challenge and get over that hump. That was a beautiful feeling. Now, you know, you hear hip hop on the radio in Chicago and people rocking with it and concerts coming to town and stuff like that. So, yeah, that was a definite triumph right there, getting over that hump. So, yeah, but it's just a thing of persevering. One thing about obstacles, they're gonna come. Just sit here, you know what I'm saying, and talk about this, that, and this, but obstacles gonna come, and you just gotta keep on going, persevere, you know, and don't let that stop you. When it get rough, just keep going, just keep pushing. You know, eventually, you know, you'll get there.
So in terms of like milestones or sort of achievements, what are some key milestones in your career that you consider a triumph, and how did it shape your journey?
Everything, like I was saying, you know, everything. I consider everything a triumph. Meeting a concert promoter, him saying he liked, you know what I'm saying, my performance, you know, he want me to come back and do another show. That's a triumph. Like, I looked at it all as a triumph, you know. Working with the record companies and selling the records and producer, that's a triumph. Pushed out a lot of records, you know, sold hundreds of thousands of records as a music producer, you know, maybe more than that. But performing on stage with a lot of great artists around the music industry, just like with, you know, Flavor Flav and Public Enemy, performed with CeCe Peniston. She like the queen of dance music, Kings of Funk, George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic. I got a chance to perform with rock groups, you know, did a little improv thing with the rock group Journey. I opened up show, been on stage with Rakim, opened up shows for Outkast and Wu-Tang Clan, been in the studio with Kanye, worked with Run DMC guys that the engineers, Eli Taboo, helped me on some music. I gotta give a shout out to Eli Taboo. He was one of the Run DMC engineers. You know, so all these different people, you know, just like Afro Man, performing with Afro Man, Crucial Conflict, and Do or Die, doing the song with B.L.A.C.C from Do or Die. A lot of talented people. I was blessed, fortunate enough to be able to be on stage with, you know, Moni Love and them, doing on the same show. It's dope, man. It's dope. I'm blessed and honored, man. I thank God, you know, truly for the, you know, the whole experience.
Speaking of inspirational figures, who in the music industry has inspired you with their own triumph, and how have they influenced your own journey?
Pretty much everybody I just named in different ways. Definitely with Flav. He's a big inspiration. Flav's, You know, he inspired me to, you know, really take it to the stage. Like at the time when I met Flav, I was just like doing a little bit of performing, little local stuff around the shop, but it wasn't really, you know, not no big shows or nothing like that. I was more so like producing, like I say, as an in-house producer under the RCA branch, and I was doing that. So, but Flav convinced me to get into performing on the stage, and that ended up becoming like the love of my life. I enjoyed that the best, even over making the music in the studio. But that was Flavor Flav that was the one who kind of steered me in that direction. He was like, always keep doing your beats and keep doing your music like you're doing is dope. But he was like, dude, you need to be on the stage, man. People need to see you. I took that to heart. I started performing from there, like seriously. Brought me out as hype man. I never stopped performing since.
Speaking of Flavor Flav, you talked about him, but I want to know more of what was the struggle of his that he overcame, that he triumphed, and how did that impact you? What was the story like growing up with him or just being with him?
Flavor Flav's struggles, a lot of his struggles is documented. Flav is just a guy that went through so much, but just keep on going, man. That's the spark plug. That's the Duracell. That's the hype of all hype men. You know what I mean? Like, being around him was inspiring and still is, you know, just being around him. This is a guy that just keeps going and never stops. Yeah, I would say Flavor Flav has been very inspirational. And to me, watching him overcome different obstacles that he has, and he's still out there today. You know, I just seen him on TV at the Olympics and stuff, you know what I mean, not long ago. So it's like very inspirational guy, but he never let those struggles define who he was, you know, as a person. That Flav's struggles can't define it. Just let everybody know he's human, you know, like everybody else got struggles and whatnot that they facing. Everybody got something that they dealing with, but Flav is just an example for myself and for everybody else to just keep on going and don't stop.
How has your sound evolved over the years, and what sort of challenges help make those changes?
The sound has changed like throughout the years because life changes. Things happen in life, and that influences the sound. We grow and we live and we get older and we get wiser. We pay attention to everything that's going on in our lives, and that right there can influence the type of music that you make. And also being in the music business, being in show business and whatnot, you meet so many people, you travel, you go places. I mean, you know, like that's inspiring as well, because you can go to different places, man, and see how they get down out there, the vibe that they got, the music that they listening to, the culture, what's going on out there, and that inspires you too to like make different music just based off your traveling and going different places.
We all know that triumph often comes with its share of criticism. How do you handle negative feedback, and can you share a time when you turned the criticism that you've gotten and made it a triumphal moment?
Criticism, that's going to happen. If you're an artist and you put your work out there, your work is on public display, so everybody pretty much got the right to their opinion on it and say whatever it is they want to say about it. Like, that's just part of it, you know, when you're an artist or creator, producer or whatever it is, you know, things of that nature. That's just going to happen. That's just a part of it. But yeah, you can do one or two things. You can let it bother you, or you can build off of it, you know. And I always chose to build off of it, you know. Like, I realized everybody ain't gonna like everything, you know, but if you could take whatever from that and turn it into something new, or, you know, based off of that, then I think that's a good thing. Criticism, people going to talk, you know, comments. Now they got it. Just leave a comment. You know, you go on anybody's page, say whatever. I think that's crazy, but you can go on anybody's page, just say whatever you want to say. Like, but that's a small thing. It's like, you know, you got to try not to let that be a big thing in your life and look at that small thing. Like, you know, people can get on there and say whatever, man. But that, you know, when you feel good about your work and you feel confident in it, you don't let that stop you. You know, you just keep putting your work out there. And whoever don't like it, hey, they could tune in somewhere else. But, you know, you have your audience and your core that do like it. And those are the ones that you do it for. You keep giving them, as long as you got some supporters and people rocking with you, you know, you keep hitting them off with the product.
Talking about the cultural impact, I want to ask you, Barry, In what ways do you believe your music has had a cultural or social impact?
It just come through my performances, because I was just producing music for different artists and whatnot from these record companies. I wasn't putting out albums and stuff myself, because I transitioned into show business from there, and more so just like take it to the stage, under the Take It to the Stage Act. That's the act I've been up under. But yeah, in that regard, just basically, as far as basically just taking it to the stage, that's just one thing, just taking it to the stage. Every show that I did, I just tried to give like the best performance I could and hope that the people left feeling better than when they came in. People have a smile on their face, enjoy themselves, and they can take themselves away from the problems that they going through at that time. Just getting a good show, man. That's always been important, to me, as far as and being able to give a good show in different cities, different countries, and whatnot. And a lot of these countries that I was performing in, they still play the shows on as reruns. Right now today, like. Because they don't get a lot of big acts to come over to these countries all the time. So I'm actually probably super famous in some of these countries, like from the reruns and stuff on TV all the time. But, so hopefully that left a good cultural impact in all these different places I was able to perform.
Now, in balancing your personal life, how do you balance personal life and your career ambitions?
I separate the two. Personal life is personal, so you don't have to go as an artist. I don't think that you have to share every detail of your personal life and stuff like that, unless you want to. Like, social media is good for that, where it gives people a glimpse into your life, and I think that can be a good thing too. That's not you don't have to do that. It's a lot of artists that don't do that. That's not on social media like that, with cameras walking around the house and all that, showing everybody where they live at and all that. Everybody might not want to do all that, but for the ones that do, is comfortable with it, I can see how that could help too, because it could bring you closer to your fan base, So I think in that regard, it's a good thing, but everything got to get, I guess, be, put in perspective though.
Was there a triumph in managing that balance?
Well, I think in the process of, trying to manage that balance, if you can get to that point where you're managing it properly, it is a triumph in that. If you could separate the two, you just have to separate it. You can't like be on the stage all the time, performing, and you ain't at a show, but you performing. Like, nah, you gotta separate your personal life from your music, your image and whatnot. Separate the two, else you drive yourself crazy. Now you're trying to perform 24/7, like all day long. Like now you starting to lose touch of who you are as a person. So. No, you always need to separate it. It is triumph in that if you can separate the two.
Have you ever got an award or recognition for something in the music industry? If so, what was it, and what does receiving that award or recognition feel like?
Well, I never won no Grammys or nothing like. I ain't never really won none. Maybe some rap contests like way back in the days, and I won pretty much all of them, this kind of contest, that kind of, but one thing about the accolades, like, you can't live by the accolades, man, because if you do, when they stop, it'll destroy you. So, you just appreciate, the fans, after the shows, and, when you out, networking, kicking it and politicking, whatever. You appreciate all that energy you get from your fans and everything, but you don't live by it, you die by it. You don't get too wrapped up into it.
What about recognitions from people that you have named or listed on here, like you one of your closest friends, Flavor Flav. Are there any maybe recognitions we got for him? Maybe on YouTube or
you know,
podcast he has done for you.
Yeah, like just people showing love. Invite. That's part of it is being able to do all those performances. That's the recognition right there. Like, let me bring my boy out to my show and my crowd. So yeah, that's part of it right there. People shouting you out. You go to clubs and whatnot. People show you love. They let you in free. You go to the VIP section. You get whatever you want in there. They take care of you. Airfare, ground transportation, limousines, chauffeurs, they got put security on you. You get your perks. I guess you call them perks in the game, and I appreciate all of that too. Just people just showing love. It ain't no, it might not be a ceremony behind it, but. People show love, man. Sometimes it's just popping a bottle of champagne with you, it be stuff like that, man. It ain't necessarily like, they got your name wrote up on a blimp traveling around the city with it, but, come on over here, man. We kicking it over here tonight, you know what I'm saying? Come on through, that kind of thing. We at this club, we at that club, Then you go down there, shouting out on the microphone and whatnot, you getting known in a whole new club now. So yeah, take it off for what it's worth, man. Blessings.
You got your recognition is sort of showing love, bringing you onto shows, popping champagne with you.
All kind of ways,
Gotcha.
Inviting you down, to radio stations, you know what I mean, introducing you to people in the game, influential people in the game. Sometimes, like you meet people and they introduce you to people. People that they know. And all of that is good. It's all recognition.
Well, how does that contribute to your perception of triumph?
It's triumph to me, just being in the game, blessed to be able to do it. That's the win for me, just to be in the game, to be able to display your talent. And if you got people out there that like it, showing you they like it, man, that's triumph to me. It ain't necessarily got to put a number behind it, but no, it is what it is. It's a blessing.
I want to jump back into award, and you said you haven't gotten any award. You have gotten a lot of recognition from the people that you've listed. So if you would have gotten an award, how does having that award contribute to your perception of triumph?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't have no awards like that. But any award I would have got, I don't get awards for best stage performance. Hey, if it was a best stage performance, I probably would have got an award, but no, I ain't in the music game like that. I'm in show business, man. All that music industry stuff, award shows and all that, you don't need that to make or break you, because I ain't never needed it, I don't, and I went on to accomplish a lot of great things on the stage, man. I performed, I've gotten a chance to perform in over 35 countries. I've been to over 60 countries. You don't need an award. You don't need to be honored to feel a triumph. A triumph comes from personal gain, the stuff that makes you happy, something that you proud of. Look for outside validation to confirm how you feel on the inside. No, it's just how you feel about things.
I want to break down that question just a little bit more. If you would have gotten an award for music, how do you picture yourself reacting? How do you think that award would contribute to your perception of triumph? Like maybe getting that award made me believe that anything is possible. I should never give up, being that what my age is, or being that I'm new to this game, or whatever the case is. And there's other people that I think they're more advanced than me or more better than me at this. How would you think that?
I couldn't answer that, man, because I ain't never looked at that reward. Okay, that's cool. I would appreciate it, but Like I say, when you're driven and you focused, you don't think about all of that kind of stuff. You're a passionate guy about music. You're ready to write your next song. You're ready to, put this song out. And this is the passion that you have for music. If you're sitting back hoping to be honored somewhere, you wait for other people to give you your flowers. I can't speak on that. I don't know.
That is very much respectable. I actually like that answer because you kind of going back to what you're saying, like a word does not define who you are, so you never really care much about that. But we'll jump into the next question. How important is community support in your journey?
That's a good question, man. Real important to me coming up. That was everything in the beginning. That's your first fan base. So without the support of the community, I don't know how that could go, but I guess it's a little different now. Even when it comes to doing shows and stuff, like if you and getting into show business, the art of putting shows together, man, to get paid, you definitely need the community rocking with you behind you, because those would be your first fans, the ones that's feeling you, the most. Like sometimes, like they was with you from the beginning of your career. Some of them know you. They know you. You went to school with some of them, and they seen your journey and whatnot, so they proud of you, they supporting you. That's everything, man. Like I had the community behind me, in Chicago, my hometown, Decatur. Like, yeah, they was definitely rocking with me, still rocking with me. But I rock with them though. Ain't like they just sitting back supporting me, and the feeling is mutual. You hear me? That's crucial, man.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And before we wrap up, just a couple final questions, just to speak on your legacy, maybe that can shape other people's legacy in the music game. Are there any upcoming projects or initiatives that you see as part of your legacy and a potential triumph in your career?
Upcoming, yeah, I got some stuff, man. Like I say, some of the stuff is in the works right now. I don't want to speak too much on, but it's always some stuff cooking up, man. But what I can tell y'all though is get up with me, stay in tune, man. Barry Hood on Facebook, man. BARRYHOOD, and that way y'all can stay in tune on what I got going on, man. Working with a bunch of new artists, man. I'm working with a bunch of people. I got artists that I'm working with from all over the world, basically, man. I got some legends that I done recorded some stuff with, man. I got a chance to record songs with Cold Heart from Crucial Conflict, B.L.A.C.C from Do or Die. Wait till y'all hear that, and stay in tune on my Facebook page. Also, I did a song with Flavor Flav. Also, did a song with George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic. I got some stuff coming, hopefully with Afro Man real soon. We've been talking. So yeah, man, y'all stay tuned, man, because got some up and coming stuff we're working on.
Don't just come to Facebook and see his stuff, but you can also feel free to ask him any questions about him and about the music game, the industry, and he'll be happy to answer those questions.
Yeah, you know that, man. Like I said on the last episode, man, anybody want to holler at me, man, they can just get up with me on Facebook, man, and jump in the inbox, man. Let's do it.
Barry, first and foremost, thank you for all episodes that you have came in and tuned in. Each episode you share more and more creative wisdom regarding you and the music industry. I'm sure the people are going to appreciate that a lot. Before we close, is there any final things you want to say, any shout outs you want to put out there?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank God for giving me the strength to even be able to have this moment with yourself, man. Glad to be here. I want to thank you, man, for bringing me in on this whole thing, man. It's 4 episodes. It's been dope, man. I hope, people can get something to learn something, younger artists out here trying to get in the game, man. I hope they can get something, man, to, really listen to, grab something from what I'm saying. It's been a pleasure, bro. Glad to be here, man. Shout out to everybody just, man, doing their thing, man. Stay creative, man. Stay doing you, man. Keep God in your life, man.
Facts.
Keep good people around you, man. Make sure everybody around you is like good people, man. People that you could trust, man. And stay focused. Keep doing you. Be fearless with your art, man. Be fearless with your art. Don't let nobody stop you from doing you. Put that art out there, man. That work, that music, whatever you're trying to, do, man. You can do it, man. Just stay focused, man. It'll work out.
With that being said, you always triumph. Just continue to do you, and always remember, as the title of our podcast is, age is never a limit to your greatness. So everybody that's out there, your age does not matter. Doesn't matter if you're 14, doesn't matter if you're 400. You can do what you put your effort to, what you put your work ethics in. Whatever you put your mindset to, you can always achieve it. Just never give up on it. You always have a lot of struggles. You always have a lot of lessons. You always have a lot of applications, and you always have a lot of triumph. So stay true to you and you'll come through. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DJ Ogene. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Thank you once again, Barry, for coming out and sharing your wisdom.
Blessings, bro. Blessings. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Signing out. Peace.
Be easy.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe. Comment down below for any questions, comment, concerns.